still have time, so let's go ahead and do our weekly calendars. And let's start with Supervisor Green.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Looks like we should have a Lakeport Shelter Zoom tomorrow morning. Looks like IFT got canceled. I see Continuum of Care on Thursday, but I don't know if that's right. 23rd on Monday, I'll have Scotts Valley Community Advisory Council and a meeting with CAO Parker, and that's about it.
All right, thank you very much. Are you able to do that with your? Okay.
Yep, I got it.
Perfect.
Technology.
Supervisor Simon.
Figuring it out. Tomorrow we have LAFCO and AVA morning and afternoon, at least in the city of Clear Lake, I think is where it's at. On Friday, looks like I have a Workforce Alliance and North Bay Governing Board meeting. I have on my calendar. I will double check, but I think I'm going to do that here in the Lakeport courthouse. I will let you know I was unable to attend the RRA meeting yesterday. We'll get a follow-up, I think. I think Terry Logston stood in place for me. I think that's how we worked with the alternates, as far as I know. So that was the message I had gotten, so I greatly appreciate that. And then I won't be doing the call on Friday with Matthew because I've got the Work Board Alliance North Bay. So we'll go ahead and follow up with coming back on Monday, or checking in on Monday on the agenda, and then Tuesday back here for the board. If I need to, I'll check in on Monday. I'll send someone an email. All right, thank you.
Perfect. Supervisor Pyska?
So last week I was in Sonoma for the After the Fire conference, the Thursday and Friday, which I go to that every year, but this year was the Mali delegation was hosted, and it was a really intense couple of days. We have a lot more in common than I had actually thought when we sat down and had some really intense conversations. So I'm always really grateful to Jennifer Ray Thompson for putting that event on. It's a really important event. People come from all over the West and across the oceans now. And then Sunday was the Dia de la Independencia in Kelseyville, which I think it was the 6th anniversary of that. It's a really wonderful event. Kelseyville Business Association is working hard this time of year with all the festivals. And I also did not make the Risk Reduction Authority meeting yesterday. And then tonight, I'm going to be heading to Roner Park for the rest of the week for RCRC. I don't think that I'm going to make the Workforce Alliance Board meeting, so hopefully there's a quorum.
They'll figure out quorum.
Figure it out.
We got one representative from Lake County. That'll be it, so I'll do that. So,
Yeah, and then I'm going to make that football game Friday night against Kelseyville in Middletown. And then Monday, I just have my meeting with CAO Parker, and then back on Tuesday.
All right, thank you. Vice Chair Crandall.
All right, so after the meeting, be heading down to Roner Park as well for the annual RCRC meeting. Have been collaborating and with the help of Carolyn, Susan, staff, Supervisor Pyska. We've been putting together a basket. I know going to get more items today. We got a lot going for us. Since we have a little time, I'll just talk about what we're giving out. I'll let you announce what we're giving because I didn't get a chance to see it just yet. But I do know we have a wine barrel that I got from Supervisor Pyska, and we're going to put all the items in there. And one of them is donated bass tour by Scott DeLeon. We have a basket of pears, and that's from, where's that from?
I picked them in Kelseyville for the weekend.
I have three big obsidian rocks that I'm going to put in the wine barrel as well. I also have a carved wine barrel that's going to be a coffee table, and it's got a bass, a hitch, it's got the lake on it, and it's going to say Lake County, California on it, and I'll have a better picture of it next week. I have to pick it up on the way down. I also got one of those radios. I don't know if you've seen them. Rick Mayo makes these radios out of ammo cans. For veterans, and so I bought one of those, and I'm going to donate it to that as well. We didn't get a lot of the restaurant stuff that we did last year, but I'm making up for these carved things and these other deals. And so we've got a basket from Twin Pine. That's it's customary. Usually every year they do like a room and some play and dinner. Robinson Rancheria does the same. Yeah, I think that's most of it. We have a bike tour as well. Or?
Yeah, so the pears are organic Comis pears from Miley Field, and I did go pick them over the weekend. Then we have a e-bike tour at Six Sigma from Canocti Bikes, and also wine tasting and charcuterie provided by the ranch, and then 2 bottles of their wine too.
Yeah, so we have quite a bit to give out. We're hoping to break our last year's amount that we received. I think what I've noticed is the group in the auctions, what they see is better. When they see a basket just kind of sitting there with stuff, but when they see these carved, yeah, they get like really excited. And I know Rex, one of the guys from Humboldt, usually has some big monstrous like carving that he gets right here in Lakeport. I've had to pick it up for him before, so. So yeah, I just figured we'd kind of go that route this year, and hopefully we'll see how much we get. And it's always a good, fun auction to have. A lot of people are there. So yeah, we'll be at that this week. We have a couple of things going 18th and 19th throughout the days. We have these seminars and these different folks. I think Senator McGuire is going to be there talking as well. I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, that's tomorrow at about noon, 11 or noon or 1 of the 3. But I know he's going to be there, so we'll be able to, engage in that. And then we have our board meeting Friday. Going to try to zoom in to the West Region Town Hall, which is Wednesday night. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'll do my best to get on. I know it's a pretty contentious discussion there, but at the same time, these are once a year. I have to be at it, the representative, and so I'll be there for that. Saturday, Native American California Indian Days, Robinson Rancheria. That is from, let's see, that's from 10 to 5. I know that I think you all have an event as well.
We're doing ours too.
It's always because people are going back and forth dancing at both events, so they got to go across the lake. I'll also be attending the Frank Hodge Memorial. If you remember, three or 4 weeks back, I did about a month ago, did a moment of silence for Frank Hodge out of Upper Lake. So they're having his memorial, and it's going to be at 17247 Elk Mountain Road, Upper Lake, California, from 11 to 8 p.m. There's going to be a horseshoe tournament. And it's basically a potluck and stuff like that as well. So they want to honor him by one of his favorite things to do, and that's a horseshoe tournament. So if you want to get out there, go to that address. I know it's posted out on Facebook and all of that, but I just wanted to mention it. And so, yeah, I'll be going to that. So I don't know if I'll be able to go across the lake to the recovery. That's in Clear Lake, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll be missing that, but be bouncing back from wherever I can on these. I got to make sure I make this classic here, the Frank Hodge Classic, they say. So and then Monday, CAO Parker and I will have a call about the agenda for next Tuesday, and then I have a meeting in Clear Lake Oaks with folks that are at Lake Village Estates in Clear Lake Oaks. I've been having a standing meeting with them every 2 weeks, if not at their establishment, but at the Earth meeting. So that's what I have.
All right. I want a picture of that coffee table. That sounds intriguing.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure I have a good picture of it and put it up during the next calendar or something like that, because it's going to be pretty cool to see.
And next time Rex picks up a Lake County item, can we make sure it says made in Lake County?
Yeah, I know.
Burn it in there.
Get it burnt.
Get it etched in there so that people recognize. Let's see here. I want to go back a little bit. I haven't really spoken thoroughly about some of the past activities that I've done. And just wanted to at least alert the board as to CSAC's actions. We had 3 ballot measures, somewhat contentious within the group to make decisions on. One of them was Prop 5, Prop 5 is, I believe, led by our Assembly member Cecilia Aguiar Curry, and has been hearing a lot of struggles from communities in passing tax measures, more specifically, specific tax measures, not general tax measures, which require a 2/3 voter approval at this moment. This would change so that local bonds and affordable housing and public infrastructure taxes would go down to the 55% voter approval, similar to what schools are doing right now. There was a yes vote to throw CSAC support behind that. But again, contentious, not an easy up and down vote.
They voted yes?
Yes. So they
RCRC lost, or it was a no.
Yeah, I could probably tell you which counties in CSAC matched the ones from RCRC that would have said no.
Probably the closest vote in a while, though.
Yeah. And then we also looked at Prop 35. There are some funds that are specific to help out our Medi-Cal healthcare services. In the way that the budget was done, and in fact CSAC was highly involved in that, was to allow for a certain sum of money, I think it was like $100 million, to be much more flexible for the governor to use in different areas. Prop 35 is actually supported by both the Democratic and Republican Party. It's one of those ones that seems to have a lot of mutual support. Would fix what those funds would be utilized for, not giving the governor the flexibility. Because CSAC worked really hard to try and get that flexibility, CSAC felt that they would be opposing themselves if we voted yes or no on this. So it was actually a it's not a no vote, but it's no position. Thank you very much. So CSAC took no position on that. Prop 36 was definitely probably the most contentious one, as this would allow for felony charges, an increased sentence for certain drug and theft crimes. This would alter, not erase, but alter Prop 47. And that also passed and got support from CSAC, and from what I understand, RCRC.
Unanimous RCRC. Yeah.
That was not unanimous as CSAC. So I just wanted to at least let you know where the weight of CSAC is going on some of these ballot measures as we continue to discuss with our constituents when we're asked questions about what these ballot measures do and where we go with that. In fact, on the judge's breakfast that happens on Thursdays at 7 a.m., I believe it's September 27th, Anita Grant, who has historically been invited to let people know about the ballot measures on the upcoming ballot in November. She has been invited to talk about all the propositions that will be on the ballot to those that attend the judge's breakfast. So looking forward to that as well. Then I do want to go over I did meet with, I think I spoke to you guys about this, just wanted to let you know, I've been keeping CAO Parker apprised of the conversation. I met with a group from CSAC, which is Supervisor Kent Bowes from Colusa, Supervisor Gary Bradford from Yuba, and Supervisor Lucas Fredericks from YOLO. Trying to get a supervisor from Sutter County, have not yet identified, working with their economic development director to find the right person. But we all met together with the leadership of Yuba Community College District. We shared our vacancy lists. Both I received some information from the hospitals. I had something from RHR. They had all their HR stuff as well, to talk about how can we create new pipelines to help get our staff filled so we can provide services. They get students, they get enrollment, we get staff, we get better services to our constituents. What we talked about is eventually, once they have ideas and programs that they want to talk to us about, that we would connect them with our CAOs and our HR departments, because we're just looking to introduce the conversation, and we would like the experts to be involved in what's best that could work to get us in the right place. So exciting, and it was very a welcoming conversation, and I think that everybody left excited about the prospects. Let me go over my calendar now. I won't say anything about today's meeting, but I will be going by the LAC, the Local Assistance Center that's happening over in the youth center in the city of Clear Lake to help those who have either had damage, lost homes, or were impacted by the Boyles Fire, and appreciate all of the agencies that are at the local assistance center, which is a lot of our departments as well, and other outside agencies, and just appreciate all the services that are helping to connect the people in need. And so I'll be passing by there at the end of the day. Tomorrow, pretty packed day. There's a Lakeport shelter update happening early at 8:30, or actually it looks like it starts at 9. LAFCO is happening at 9:30. Glad I'm no longer the chair of LAFCO because I have to jump out if our meeting is not over yet. At 11, my NACO Health Steering Committee is meeting. Typically it would be at 12 o'clock, which would be better. But meeting with that group, and then also joining the NACO Arts and Culture Committee that I've gotten myself involved with. There is a Vet Connect happening in the city of Clear Lake at the American Legion. It starts at 10, I believe 10 to 4:30. And so those that are veterans who want to connect with other veterans or connect with services, please come on down. The Vet Connect is always a well-attended, lots of booths and lots of services being offered. So please come on down there, and I'll go ahead and pass through. The AVA will also be happening later on that day in the city of Clear Lake as well. Thursday, starting off the day with Judge's Breakfast. Looking forward to our EMCC and IFT meeting, as there is a chance that we will be passing the new ambulance ordinance, which will then come to the Board of Supervisors. Meeting with a bunch of different continuum of care items as well, from grant applications to our extra. We are having a special meeting that day on Thursday to catch up on a few things, to talk about some grant opportunities as well. Friday so far, and it looks like Thursday, I'm concluding my day with a city council meeting. Friday looks pretty clear to me. I am meeting with some constituents. Looking forward to those conversations. Obviously, recovery happens from 10 to 2 on Saturday in Austin Park. And then on the following week, the only thing I have here other than doing some PEG work is meeting with our CAO, but our CAO will not be here on Monday, so we'll all be meeting with Stephen Carter most likely on that day as we prepare for our board meeting on Tuesday the 24th. And that concludes our calendars.